What is going on, everyone? Thank you all for watching my video tonight. And, I'm going to keep this one brief. And I wasn't even going to make this video today. I was going to wait till tomorrow because, I've been doing my homework. I was writing an article for Com Radio, and I was going to make my videos tomorrow. I was going to use tomorrow for my video making. Then I sat down to watch the Sixers game. And Joel Embiid, in only 27 minutes, scored 50 points, and he could have had 60 if Doc Rivers played him more. If Doc Rivers hadn't taken him out at the start of the fourth quarter, if you've given him 4 to 5 minutes just to get some draw fouls and some three-pointers in, he would have had 60 points. It would have been the highest point total of this season. It would have been phenomenal, but that doesn't matter because this performance, it's only against the 8-win Magic. They stink. Who cares? This is just the antithesis for what has been going on for well over a month now. And that is that Joel Embiid is going to be the 2022 NBA MVP award winner. And I might be stepping on my end of the month videos when I do my entire awards predictions and all that stuff. But I don't care. I'm giving it away now. Joel Embiid is the MVP. I was going to make a whole Sixers video with this topic, one of the topics. I was going to throw in some Tobias stuff, Tobias trades, some Maxey stuff. No, that can be another time. Embiid's getting his own entire video because I'll just read you his last 10 games. That's only 10 games. It's been going on longer than that. So December 30th, Brooklyn Nets, 34 points. That's the best team in the East, right? So you can't hold that against them. That's a great win right there for us. 31, 15, and 10 triple-double. I was at that game. And let me just say, much like tonight against Orlando, he could have had way more in that game. Houston's terrible. They didn't have Christian Wood. But we didn't want him to get hurt. We just wanted to get out of there with an easy win, and that's what we did. We battled back after a ugly first half, to say the least. We were neck and neck with Houston, just like Orlando tonight. We were neck and neck with them at the half. And then Embiid just took over and got us the easy win that we're supposed to have. Another Orlando game, January 5th, 31. 31 against the Spurs, 31 again against Houston, 31 against Charlotte. Very consistent. 25 against Boston. Wow, Al Horford, his defense really helped Boston there. Only 25 for Joel in that game. Good for Al. 32 against Miami, 32 against Washington the other night, and tonight he had 50, tying the career high. And the scoring, we know how great it is, but Embiid has made improvements to his game this year that I feel like the national media just has been ignoring. The passing has been better than it's ever been by a mile. This man used to just go down in the lane, post up, and you get a strip steal off him constantly. He used to average over 3 turnovers per game. I don't believe he is this year, and if he is, it's certainly not without much improved passing to offset those turnovers, because even tonight he only had 2 assists. Did you see the assists that he had, like the no look to Ferk under the basket, and he had another nice little outlet at one point, and I thought he had more than 2 assists, but I mean, when you're scoring 50, I guess you can only share the ball so much, especially in 27 minutes. But, I just feel that he's, especially early in the season with the whole Ben stuff hanging over the team, then the COVID outbreak to both Embiid himself, which certainly limited him earlier in the year, as well as the rest of the team. We went on a big losing streak. Now we're 26-18. We're 5th seed in the East. And I really think he's really been energized now over the past month. And it's starting to make me believe in this team again. And I say that very carefully because, there's a lot of issues with this team. But when you got Joel Embiid, the best center in basketball, the potential MVP of the entire league, the most likely MVP of the entire league on your team, you're going to be in the playoffs. You're going to be contending. And, 5th seed, 4th seed, 3 seed, I don't think we're getting top 2. I don't think the roster's good enough. But with Embiid and maybe with home court advantage, I mean, we could be in the same spot we were last year at the very least, which isn't much. We're tired of losing in round 2, but, I mean, people didn't think we were going to be even getting close back to round 2 earlier in this season, maybe even before the season. And we'll see about a Ben trade. I don't really want to talk about it in this video. That could really change the destiny of this team as well. But, I mean, the way Embiid is playing, we know about it. He's already a great defensive player as well. He's having a career-best three-point percentage season, just as he did last year, but he's taken it up a notch a little as well this year. He missed a few tonight. I think brought the percentage down a little, around 38, but it was close to 40 about a week ago, maybe in a few days ago. And when you just look at what he's doing for his team compared to the rest of the league, the only person, and I'll admit, I had not made a video like this yet because he wasn't my MVP. Kevin Durant was, but now he's hurt. And Kevin Durant was the only person doing more for his team than Joel Embiid. With all the nonsense Brooklyn's gone through this year with the Kyrie COVID stuff, with Harden's inefficiencies, with a really shaky bench unit, Durant and the COVID issues as well for them, just like us at one point. Durant was the only person doing more with less in my eyes. And even then, you can make an argument he's got James Harden. Like, I love Maxey, but Maxey's not Harden yet. So now that he's sidelined, I don't see a world where Embiid can't be the MVP. We've seen everybody's been talking about Steph's shooting slump for weeks, and Golden State's probably gonna win the title or at least be very close to getting there. But that doesn't mean Curry's going to be the MVP. People should be holding this slump against him because MVPs aren't supposed to have a month of the season where they go under 38% shooting or whatever it was. LeBron, yeah, he's been playing out of his mind because he has to, but that Lakers situation, not only is it terrible, it's also partially his fault because he okayed Russell Westbrook coming. Now, I still hold it more against Pelinka, but that's another discussion. And Jokic, yeah, that's how I feel about Jokic. So we'll move on from that. Joel Embiid is your MVP. He's a defensive anchor. He is the premier post scorer in the NBA. He is, I don't know, no Kawhi Leonard, no Kevin Durant healthy right now. Yeah, he's the best mid range shooter as well right now. And, top 10 3-point shooting big man as well. Gets to the line pretty much now that Harden's not as good at it as he was. He's the best guy in the free throw line in the league. Um, and his team, the fourth best player on this team is Seth Curry, and he can't guard anyone, and he's really slow. And I love Seth Curry, but I mean, that's just the truth. Like, and the second best player on this team is Tobias Harris, and he is under 30% from three this year. So, and this team's a 5 seed, and probably gonna get up higher in the standings depending on what happens with Miami and Brooklyn. I anticipate us passing them. So, yeah, he's the MVP. Get used to it because it's not going to change all year long unless Kevin Durant recovers a lot quicker like Cam Akers, but I don't anticipate that happening. They say he's out 4 to 8 weeks. Joel is going to win his first MVP. He should have last year, but everyone wanted to be like, Jokic played 70 games, Embiid only played 50. Okay, great. Embiid your MVP. Trust the process. Have a great night. That's all I got to say.